Okay, Washington Commanders fans, this is Candi Waller from Bowie Television, checking in out in Ashburn, sitting here with assistant coaches media availability. I'm sitting here with Coach Darryl Tapp, and we just joke and laugh. He's popular, so I'm just honored to be able to sit here and talk to him.
Likewise, I feel the same way.
How's it going, Coach Tapp? How you doing?
Doing great. Been awesome so far. Just getting to work each and every day with the guys in my D-line room, with the staff. Couldn't ask for anything more.
So one day I did, when the media is able to come out to OTAs, I did spend some time over in the D-line section, and I'm
really
like,
over there.
Yes, it's just a little aggressive, it's clutching my pearls a bit. I was like, oh wow, Coach Tapp. All right, so talk about your level of intensity and what you bring to the team.
Yes, ma'am. So I'm always an energetic guy, and I feel like you have to be that way to be a defensive line coach anywhere. Those guys got to be able to feel you and what you're trying to preach, and that thing permeates throughout the rest of the group. So I have a really good group. They're coming in with a beginner's mindset each and every day, starting with the top dogs, John Allen, Deron Payne, with the guys we brought in, Clelin Ferrell and Dorrance Armstrong and Dante Fowler, and those young guys are seeing that, and it's been a really good match. But that's just who I am. It's not fake. It's not something I had to cook up. I've been that way since I was a player, and being in this role now, I'm just giving my all to these guys each and every play because I want to drain every bit of potential and talent out of those guys' bodies to help us be the team that we all envision.
So I'm glad you mentioned about Jonathan Allen, Deron Payne. What are your initial impressions of them now that you've gotten a chance to be working with them directly?
Special guys. I totally get it. I 100% get it. I admire them from afar. But seeing those guys work each and every day, not just on the field, that's a given, but the level of intentness they have in the meeting rooms, trying to understand and make sure they do and execute everything the way I wanted to, and feeling free, not in a ego type mindset as far as challenging me, but asking questions to try to make sure they get stuff right, because they've been in certain schemes for a long time and they've done a lot of good things in those schemes, but now this is something new and different, so they want to make sure they hit the nail on the head. So it's been awesome to be around those two cats and see what they're all about.
So let's talk a little bit more about the free agents, the guys that you all brought in. So you mentioned Clelin Ferrell, Dorrance Armstrong, Dante Fowler. What can you share with us about what you're seeing with them so far?
Well, I can go down the list. So Clelin Ferrell, that's my baby right there. And the reason I say that because he was with me with my previous team, the 49ers. And that guy is a leader. Yes, he was drafted high. So the talent is there, but just the way he handles his business, consistent every day in what he does, his actions on the field, in the classroom, in the community, and he's from Richmond. He's an 804 kid, so just like myself, this is something personal. This is not a job. This is something that we really want to see get corrected and work towards that. Then you got Dorrance Armstrong with DQ and Coach Witt and Sharif Floyd in Dallas last year, elite level player. Unknown guy to a lot of people that don't really know football, but the same thing, the intensity and the level of play he has and the athleticism that people don't really notice, he's going to be a huge asset to us, and it's the way he can bring along the young guys. And then with Dante Fowler, just a special human being, explosive, twitchy, smart. You understand why he was a first-round draft pick to the Jaguars back in the day, and he's been able to sustain that level of excellence. So with those three guys added to Deron and John, I got 5 legit veteran players that are bringing along everybody else in the room. So it's been huge to have those guys.
And I was going to ask, Jonathan and Deron having been here, and then bringing in guys from different teams, different regimes. How have you all been trying to mesh and kind of gel to ensure you all on the same page?
We're just trying to build the chemistry in the room. It's a very fragile thing, and that's something we're really intentful on doing, spending time together, not just in the building, but outside the building. That's players and coaches, getting on the same page and understanding there's more to you than just the athlete. You got a wife, you got a significant other, you got kids, you got other responsibilities, and it's easy for you to go out and play for the man next to you if you understand what they're all about. It's easy for me to coach you if I know you in a deeper level as a young man. So that's been where our focus has really been aligned over these last 2.5 months since being here and getting to operate. It's knowing what they're all about, what they're trying to accomplish, and helping those guys do that by me being prepared, by Coach Ryan and Coach Sharif being prepared to help those guys on that journey.
So at this point in the season, right? Because it's just May, it's just June. You're not doing too much, but it doesn't seem like it seems like you're doing a lot.
Yes, ma'am.
So at this point in the season, what are you all most focused on, and specifically with the defensive line?
Right now, just teaching the fundamentals and techniques of the stuff we're trying to get accomplished this season, and doing it with a level of urgency. All season has changed significantly from when I played. Now it's more so you got to get the guys the stuff they need and then get them out, just because of the time constraints that you have. So just really being detailed on the minute details and have them do things full speed every time we hit the grass. And even in the classroom, like being urgent on what we're doing, not being passive, not waiting for training camp to get here. We're trying to instill and build that mindset right now. So when training camp gets here, now we're fully running. We ain't got to build up. So that's kind of where we are in this part in the off season, just steadily building it, day by day, step by step, brick by brick.
Coach Tapp, I really enjoyed talking to you. I
Yes,
really
ma'am.
appreciate this. We always got to start out with a joke,
Yes.
but I really appreciate it. I guess when I get back over there to that side of the field, I'll know where I'm going, because
Yes.
I'll hear you on the way. Thank you so much for your time.
My pleasure.